Hi everyone, it's Sue. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be playing with some envelopes. Now, if you're anything like me, you have so many. If I go to an op shop, I can't help myself. If there's envelopes there, I grab them, even though I've got so many. So I thought I'll create something that we can use in our journals, or just use as a happy mail, or give as a little gift. And I did see this on Instagram. I think it was Lady Black Blood. Anyway, I'll put the details down in the description box. I just can't remember it offhand at the moment. I am actually doing a little bit different to what she has done, with a couple of different envelopes. So I've inked up some envelopes a little while ago. I thought I'll use some of them. I've got some coffee dyed. I've got some coffee dyed craft. I've got just some craft, plain craft. You can just use white, you can use coloured, you can use any sort of envelope. So you'll notice as well I've got two different types. So I've got one with this triangular flap and one with this rectangular flap. So we can do something with both of these. So we might just get in and have a little bit of a play. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut this flap off. Now these, as I said, are inked and they're not sticky or anything, so we don't have to worry about doing anything with that. If there is any sticky stuff on your envelope, you can add a little bit of talcum powder just to get rid of that, or we will be gluing this down, so I will show you as we go along. So if you get your envelopes, and I'm on this triangular flap one, if I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to just cut the top off. Now I just want to say as well, there might be a fair bit of white noise in the background. I'm so used to it, it's sort of just part of my regular household now. We have got blowers blowing, so it's quite noisy. We've had a water leak. This has been going on for 2 months. We've had these blowers going for over 2 weeks now, and they are driving me mad, but I do apologize. I can't do anything about it. We've had the fellow back today, and he said that the water level or moisture level hasn't decreased enough to warrant having them off, and we're still waiting on insurance to find out what we can do about it. So anyway, back to this. So I've cut the flap off. I'm going to fold this in half. You can fold it either way. You can fold it in on itself, or you can fold it outways. So I'm going to have this as the front, and this will be like a pocket inside. Just glue, if you've got any of these pieces that have come apart in the dyeing process, you can glue them back up. I'm not particularly worried about that little bit there. It seems to be fairly secure. What we're also going to do now is just fold this triangular flap piece in half and trim that. I just you can use your cutter. I'm just using scissors. We're just going to trim that, or you can just open it up again and then just cut along the fold. So we have two more pockets. So I am going to glue mine on the inside, so we'll have double pockets on the inside, or you can do pockets on the front. So I'm going to do two different ones. So just for now, we'll glue these on the inside. These are so easy, come together so quickly, and you can just, even if you just make up a heap of the bases, you know, and then you can decorate them to go in your journal, whatever theme your journal is at the time. But they're a great way just to have some sort of pre-made ephemera already going. Okay, so I'm just going to do two sides. We're going to do the left side and the bottom side. I don't know, can you hear that noise? It is so annoying. I feel like we're in a wind tunnel. Well, I guess we are essentially. Okay, so that's one, and then we'll do the other one on the other side. So once again, the right side and the bottom side. And then we have two pockets there, one there, one there, and then we can decorate the front. So let's just do another one with the triangular flap very quickly, and we'll put the pockets on the front side, front and back side. So once again, we're going to fold the bottom piece in on itself. And I'll probably trim that down just a fraction because I've cut that really, really crooked. It's quite forgiving though. And fold this in half again. And just trim that. And so we're going to just put these on the front here. So left side and bottom side. Probably should have inked the edge up there so you can, oh well, we'll have bits and pieces in there anyway, you can tell it's a pocket, but probably ink before you glue down if you like to ink. And same again, right side and bottom side. So there we have pocket in the front, pocket in the back, and two pockets inside. We can put some ephemera here and make more pockets. So it's a great little addition to your journals. And as I said, you could even do them as happy mail and fill them with little bits of ephemera stickers, that sort of thing. Okay, so another one that we could do using the triangular flap. So I'm just showing you the different options at the moment. And then we'll go in and we'll do some decorating. Have I got any? I'm just wondering if I had any craft with the triangular flap. You can do these on any size envelope as well. So we'll fold this in on itself again. Having trouble folding. And then fold this in half. I'm going to glue that one there. So left side and bottom side. Like so, and then we could even do like another pocket. So let's trying to think, because we don't particularly want that curved edge, so let's just make a mark where we want to cut, about there. Oh yes, I've left the lid off and the pen's all dried up. And just trim that straight down. And then we'll glue that there. So then that's another little pocket on the front. So many variations that you could do. And such a fun base to have ready. So there we go. We have pocket, pocket, two pockets inside, nothing on the back. So you could even glue this down and just have that as a flip in your journal. So there's one type of envelope, 3 different variations. There's so many more variations that we could do. So let's just try one of these with the rectangular flap. So same sort of thing, let's take the flap off. Okay, and we're going to fold this in. And once again, you can fold it out. Have the pockets already done on the outside. Okay, so that's that. And then this we will fold in half and cut. Now this has got sticky there, so just trying to think what I want to do. So we can probably put some talcum powder or something on that. Have I got any here? I haven't got any. I'm just going to actually put it on my clothes just to get that stickiness away. So that stickiness is gone now. So I'm just peeling that paper off and just rubbing it on my clothes. Just picks up any fibers and puts it on the sticky side. And then we can do this. We can either do a little pocket tuck down here. We could have even left that whole thing in one piece, which we might do on the next one. So let's do the little tucks on this side. How about that? So we'll do left side and bottom side, and then right side and bottom side on the other one. So we've got a cute little tuck there, and then we'll do the same on this side. So what am I doing? Left side and right side and bottom side. Okay, so we've got a tuck there, 2 pockets, and then we'll decorate the front. Now what you can also do is put some little papers on the inside and sew a little signature in. We might even do that as well. So let's do another one of these though. Here we go, we've got one that I've dyed. We'll use it as well, and the stickiness is gone, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to take this off crookedly, fold it in, and let's see, we can just make this a pocket on the bottom. So let's just leave it all one length. Maybe we'll fold it in half, just so that we can work out where to put it. And we're just going to glue the 2 sides and the bottom part, and then we have a pocket. All the excess glue. So there we go, we have 2 pockets there, 2 pockets here. We could sew a signature in there. Aren't they great? I just think they're so good. I will decorate these today, but I'm going to make quite a few bases so that when I need them for a journal, I can then decorate them how I want. So same thing, we could do this and put the pockets on the outside. We may as let's do that one as well. And then you've got a few options to run with there. So I hope you all had a really lovely Easter. We don't necessarily celebrate Easter, but it was lovely, nice just to relax, chill out. I had a lovely crafty day with a friend yesterday, which was so good. We played with ink, so we came home. Oh, I came home, left Cheryl and came home with ink all over me. Left her, she had ink everywhere. But we had so much fun. It was just fun sitting and relaxing and not even doing it for any. It ended up we're going to do an art journal using the pieces that we did, but originally it wasn't planned that way. But we just really enjoyed just sitting and playing and making a mess and just creating. So that was really lovely. Really enjoyed that. Same thing, I probably should have inked, but it doesn't matter, we can still ink it with it there. So we have pocket on the front, pocket on the back, and then when we go inside we have a pocket, and then we can even add more pockets in here when we decorate. So that is 6 options using, so 2 different options for each type of envelope. I might go and grab some bits and pieces and we might do a little bit of decorating. What do you reckon? Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alrighty, I've grabbed some bits and pieces and I ended up inking around all the envelopes and the pockets, and I did actually sew. I like to sew, you don't have to. I just, once again, that's just something that I like to do. So I thought I might decorate a few or all of them. We'll see how we go. I did, these were white on the back, so I've just inked some of those up as well, really messily. And I've cut down some different bits of paper to sew into the middle of some of them for signatures as well. Okay, so let's just grab one and we'll get to it and do a bit of decorating. So I've just grabbed, I just thought some of the Tim Holtz fabric tape might be nice if I sew a signature in, just to sort of make it look like a proper book spine. Sorry, can't find my words. I've just, my son's come up from Brisbane to pick Katie up, and I just went to say hooray to him, and Benny got out, and when you're chasing him, he thinks it's a game, and Josh did most of the running, but it just about killed me. We're trying to chase this dog because he's not street smart. He would not have a clue. He just ran across the road. You know, he could have been hit by a car, and I was just having panic. And yeah, so I'm exhausted and I can't find my words. So just excuse me if I lose my words and I can't talk properly for a little bit. So yes, he got a smack. He's a very naughty boy. He knows he's in trouble. So I'm just also going to just add a little bit of this Tim Holtz cello tape just to make it look a little bit older. So I just cut those wide ones in half. I'm not even really going to think about it much. I'm just going to put them wherever I think is best. We'll do this way. So it just adds a little bit more grunge to it. So I might go through and do that on those first. I love this tape. I can make my own, and I have made my own, but I can't find my little book. It's obviously hasn't been unpacked since we've moved yet. I've still got a few tubs to unpack and sort out, but I'm over the unpacking and the sorting at the moment. I need to just create. I'm just tired of trying to find places to put things and sort things out. So I've got enough out to be able to make stuff, so that's all that matters. Okay. Alrighty, I've gone through, I've put tape on all of those. Once again, it's not a step that you have to do, it's just part of my decorating and what I like to do. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I've got these old film strips, so I thought we could probably use some of them. Just trying to see which one. So I need the ones with the no pockets on the front to decorate the front. I'm just trying to see which colour. I put it on that one, I think. And I've got some of the 49er Market botanicals. So I think we'll do, and this is just simple decoration. Obviously you can decorate however you like. I love doing botanical type journals, so I like to add a lot of botanical pieces. So that's where I'm going to head. So this is a Tracy Fox label as well. I made it using one of her stamps, I think, from memory. All right, I'm quite liking how that's starting to look. So I'm going to glue this film strip down. Now with any acetate or anything, I use like a dimensional magic of some sort. I just find that it grabs a lot better and a lot quicker. Okay, so I managed to get it to come out. So I like using that because you can't see it that much either. I mean, you still, I don't know what the answer is with acetate and that. Obviously don't put the glue where you can see it, I guess, but I don't know what to do. I'm going to use this, since I've got this out, I'm going to use this as my glue as well. And I'll put some thread underneath that, I think. Let's get that to grab. I don't know what I've got available. I've been using some embroidery thread actually, but I don't have it here at the moment, so I'm going to use this. This is what I've been using for sewing in signatures as well, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of that. Stick that down randomly. It's pretty thick thread actually. I probably should have just used a sewing machine thread. Anyway, it's there now. We will go with that. You could use cheesecloth as well. Let's just so simple decoration, but it's quite nice. I think so anyway. And I haven't got that thread glued really well, but just to give you a bit of an idea, I need to actually put that under something heavy. And then we could go in here and decorate. I'm not going to do that today, but you know, like you could put what have we got in here? Put different bits and pieces in your pockets. These are labels from Kleeblatt Creations. I love these. These are the summer label collection, I think they're called, from memory. I will once again try and remember to put the details down below. But just to give you a bit of an idea, I mean, how cute's that? This is going to annoy me, this thread. I wish I had have put the sewing machine thread down now. So I'm just going to put another blob of glue there and hold that for a second. So it's a great little cute addition to your journal, isn't it? And it's a nice little pocket, put all sorts of bits and pieces, and you could sew a signature in there. I'm not going to do that in that one. I'll sew one in one of these very quickly. Most of you would know how to sew a signature in, I'm sure. I've just got random papers here, all different sizes. So I'll probably put about 5 or 6. What's that? 3, 4. Just trying to grab a few different ones. 5 and 6. Sure, so they fit in there nicely. And I'll just get pokey tool or an awl, and you don't have to be precise with this, and I don't even use anything to put it on or measure or anything. I just use an approximate measurement, and I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'll sew that in quickly just to give you a bit of an idea of what it looks like, if I can get into this thing. I find binding is the part that I like the least in journal making, but I was just about to say, with these little books I don't ever seem to really have any problem with it, and now I have got a problem. I can't get it through the hole. Shouldn't have said anything, should I? That's what I get for saying something. Oh my goodness. See, I shouldn't have said anything at all. Probably got my head in the way here because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I made that so much harder than it needed to be, and I've caught the thread on the way through by the looks of it. Anyway, I can redo this later, but I just thought for anybody that hasn't seen a signature sewn in before, I would just very quickly do one. I do have quite a few new subscribers, so thank you so much for subscribing. And if you are a newbie, reach out and say hi. So yeah, I've just sewn that in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and how cute's that? Just a little bit of extra journaling, some pockets. So that divides those pockets then too. It's not one whole pocket that's, you know, open up like that. So that's nice. And I mean, you could go in and even decorate some of the pages, which would be really cute, but we're not going to worry about that today. We will, what have we got? So just pop some Tracy Fox labels in the little pockets just to give you a bit of a look. These are so cute, these little envelopes. I'd love to do some bigger ones too, actually. That'd be just to see how they turned out. So cute. And then you know, bigger, we could make tags and that sort of thing to go in here as well, which I'll probably end up doing. Same thing, I don't know which journal they're going to go into, even though most of my journals I do are botanical themed, so they could go in there. But what I might do is I'll just decorate this one more, and then I'll go off and I'll decorate a few, and then I'll come back and I will show you what they look like and how they came together. What I might do though too is add some of this really lovely cloth tape onto the side here. It hides the thread, not that the thread's anything to worry about, but it just finishes it off nicely. So I'm just going to approximately put half the tape. It's a bit hard to see. Half the tape on the front and wrap it around the back. So it looks like a little bound book. Same thing too, it's using up those washi. You could just use normal washi tape. Like I've had this fabric tape for so long in my stash, and I just, because I love it, I don't want to use it, which I know doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to, this year and after this move that we've just had, I am trying to get into the habit of using my stash instead of just going and buying new stuff all the time. How nice does that look? All right, so that obviously we need to put another botanical or a butterfly or something on that, I think. What have I got into these drawers? These are Kelly's Crafts. Kelly's Crafts labels. I will ink around these, and then I want to put maybe an oval or something. But here I've got some random ones that I've okay. I'm trying not to think about it. I find lately if I overthink it, sit there and play, I just don't get anything done. So I'm just trying to go, yep, that looks good, and I'm just going to stick it down. Okay. You could rough the edges of these up as well if you wanted to. So I think I'll glue something like that. Okay. Someone's obviously here, sorry about that. That's Benny having a good old bark. So I think I'll just stick one of these moths, Tim Holtz moths, on the front as well. And I don't want anything too big. They're way too big. I don't know whether I do want one of them now. I've used most of the little ones. No, I don't want one of them on that. I'm going to put a botanical, I think. Or maybe a coloured one, coloured butterfly. Actually, that might be quite nice. I'm going to get some machine thread. Just pulling from my machine right beside me here. And then just glue that down. And leave his wings loose. And so there's another little cute book just using an envelope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head off and I'm going to decorate a few more of these, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done. Once you start thinking about it, there's just so many different alternatives that you can do using your envelopes. So this is just one. And I think, as I said before in the beginning of the video, that even if you just make your bases and you're not sure how you're going to use them, you've got your bases made ready to go and you can decorate them as you need them. So nice little project to do, especially if you're finding that you've got no inspiration to do much else. It doesn't take much thinking. All right, I'll be back soon once I've decorated some more. Okay, so I've had some fun decorating. I haven't done them all, but this will give you a bit of an idea. And I actually remembered too, another way that you could do is keep your flap on your envelope. These are the ones that have the rectangular flap. And then you could just cut them in half, fold your whole envelope in half and just cut a V and round the corners. And you've got this little pocket with a flap on it. Now, I would put Velcro dots there. I just can't find mine at the moment. I haven't obviously unpacked them yet. So I would put little Velcro dots, excuse me. Where were we? Anyway, yes, I would put some Velcro dots there just to secure that. So that's another way that you could use your envelope. So very, very cute. I do like the sewing machine thread better than that thick other thread, but I mean, it's not dreadful, but you get the idea. So yeah, I've just put some little tucks in here using labels, and then put extra labels in there. I've just done that just to show you with something in there, very similar sort of decorating on this one. And then same thing, I won't necessarily keep these in here, but I'll probably make little tags or something to go in them. This one I made really grungy to go in my grungy journal that, yes, still isn't finished, but I've just used the flap here as the tucks and decorated the tucks and made a couple of little grungy tags to pop in there. And I mean, for that matter, they could even go in there. So it's quite cute. This one just with some labels and some botanicals, some more thread, some more tucks, and the same thing, I will put some Velcro on here. These you could even, if your piece is big enough in here, you could even tuck your flap underneath there. So totally up to you what you do. This is one with the envelope folded the other way, so out on itself, not in on itself, and it's front and back. So you'd put this probably in a pocket in your journal, or if you're sending it for Happy Mail, it doesn't matter. So you can just fill it with whatever you like. And then I've just added a signature in there, done a little bit of stamping as well, just to add a little bit more texture, and then this one as well. So I've put the tape down the side on the center there just to cover the stitching. It makes it look like a little book. And same thing, just some random labels. I'll make some tags to go in there, and then there's heaps of writing space or decorating space, whatever you want to do on that as well. So they're a great little project, I think. And oh gee, yeah, it's as endless as your imagination, really, what you can do and how you can decorate those. So I hope you enjoyed that video today. Just a fairly quick and easy one. Lots of different options that you can do to decorate, and what you can actually do with your envelopes. So I'm going to be keen to do some bigger envelopes and just see if I can make some little books, you know, like bigger books, but just creating different flaps and folds and all that sort of thing with them. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you did and you haven't subscribed, please do so, or give me a like, give me a comment. It helps my channel get seen. So take care, everyone, and until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye bye.